last season. A great fit, but injuries really held him back. First, surgery to repair ligaments in his wrist, then a bulged disc in his lower back. Ended up playing just 35 games in the regular season.
And here is Los Angeles now. It's a three-point game. Paul kicks to Barnes. Dishes it to Redick. From deep. And another three for the Clippers.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
On offense, here are the Rockets. The wide open look here for Terry. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Lets it go from 11. Ariza with the rebound.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Out to Smith. It's Ariza on the wing. Covered by Redick. 6 to shoot. Ariza goes in. Howard trying to free himself up. Ariza with the bucket.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Paul against Harden. Paul dishes to Redick.
The Clippers started out as a good team last year, but they never seemed to be content with what they had. They added vet after vet as the season progressed and really made some nice additions.
2 shots. And both free throws good for Redick.
Boy, that was solid. I tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
Harden with it. Terry outside. Here's the three. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Terry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Quick start here for the Clippers in this one. And the Clippers' depth was a big help for him in the first round as the bench provided, I thought, Clark, a good punch for him against the Golden State Warriors.
You know, it's true, but they just didn't have enough in the tank to get by the Thunder in that second round of the playoffs in what was really, I thought, an entertaining back-and-forth series.
Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Ariza. The tray. And it's J.J. Redick with the three. Redick's got 8 points.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Harden gets to Ariza. The Clippers grab the miss. Paul outside. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
Well, they've settled into their offense very quickly here today.
Yeah, they're zoned in, making the most out of their possessions here.
It's Harden with the draw.
Oh, how about that basketball fan?
Beautiful.
Wow. You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Agreed. Guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game.
And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get it. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Now here's Terry. Smith outside, takes the three, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Los Angeles leading by 8. Paul passes to Barnes. Here's Griffin, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Redick with the bucket.
Boy, Kevin, I like the way they've come out here. I mean, they're shooting it well and with confidence from outside. Just a good, strong start for them.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Boy, it really does come down to confidence sometimes, doesn't it?
Boy, Kevin, you said a mouthful there. Confidence, such a thin line, because when you're confident and you're feeling it, then you tend to knock shots down comfortably. But when it's the opposite, then you start thinking about it, and that's no way to play the game.
Everything's going haywire then.
Yeah, exactly.
Ariza, no way.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Now here's Griffin. His three-pointers off the mark.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
Now, here's Reddick. Following the miss by Jason Terry. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Ariza. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 3 rebounds now in this one. All up top, guarded by Harden. Jordan inside, working on Howard. And there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to, I think, tone it down a little bit at the defensive end.
The Rockets making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Now, here is Harden. It's Ariza on the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Now, bad timing. His team trailing, and this has not been a quarter that he'd like to remember.
Here's Paul. And Reddick kicks to Barnes. Here's Jordan. Griffin trying to get open. And another shot. And that one's good. Barnes.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
Now, here is Harden. Smith sets the pick for Harden. Into Smith. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, Josh Smith, one of the league's most versatile defenders. He's very strong and athletic. And he can guard either threes or fours, which gives your defense a lot of options.
Smith hits them both. And Smith, a terrific shot blocker. His great athleticism making an impact every time he steps on the floor.
Yeah, just a guy that I think does a really good job filling up the stat sheet. I mean, steals, assists, and he'll give you some highlight reel, too.
Yeah. And it's the Rockets with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. The Rockets again can't hit.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Griffin with it. Now Smith defending. Griffin's shot is off.
You know, his finishing ability leaves a lot to be desired, guys. He needs to take it to the basket stronger.
Harden has a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Harden's got 5.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Barnes dishes to Griffin. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Blake Griffin, arguably the top posterizer in the game. Opponents don't like being embarrassed, and they'll take a hard foul on him if need be. Some have said that Griffin needs to retaliate for his own well-being. He's got to go back at some of those things. We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Rockets trail by 12. Here is Harden. He's got 5. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
And Griffin has said he thought about retaliating for the hard fouls, but he said, Steve, you know, it might be best for me, but getting suspended would be very bad for my team. He had his head on straight, obviously.
Well, yeah, credit him for, trying to keep his cool and not get caught up in the moment. But understand that, there's always a two-way street. He oftentimes initiates the contact, and he's such a physical player that he's always going to get caught up and tangled up with other players.
Clippers leading by 10. Paul kicks to Griffin. Back to Paul for 3. No good. And it's Houston the other way.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
A shot by Harden. Wide open. Great look, but off the mark. LA's gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. here in the first quarter.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Terry, the pass to Ariza. Back to Terry, and as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
A nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Davis is checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's Crawford in for Barnes. The Rockets also changing it up. Capela checked in for Smith, and Corey Brewer's subbed in for Jason Terry. And here is Paul. James Harden getting it to go from deep.
Well, they had a pretty good grasp of the game plan coming into this one. That's been very apparent.
And anytime a team gets a double-digit lead in the first quarter, Steve, you could be headed for blowout city.
Now here's Jones, looking for his first basket still in this one. Houston moving it around. Brewer with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Ariza, and he gets it to go.
Not a really great start for him, as he just isn't shooting the ball that effectively here early on.
Clippers leading by 9. Paul kicks to Redick. Off target with his 3. For Houston, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Crawford with the steal. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Brewer with the ball. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
He had a nice open look right there. Crawford's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Rockets trail by 10. Harden kicks to Brewer. And Griffin sends it back. The second chance effort. Count that one. And that's 12 points for James Harden.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
All up top, it's Crawford on the wing. Back to Paul. 4 on the clock. And that one's good.
Virtually uncontested. It's nice to be able to add to the lead without Philly having to work for it.
And it's the Rockets with the ball, trailing by 10. Harden outside. The dish to Brewer. Ariza outside. The feed to Brewer. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Griffin's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Rivers. Crawford outside. Feeds it to Rivers. He dishes it to Redick. Crawford outside. Puts up a 3. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Clippers ahead, leading by 10. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
It was a pretty solid first quarter for this club. They limited their mistakes and really took advantage offensively.
You know what? I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways. That's excellent pressure and good activity with the hand.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Pablo Prigioni is out there with Corey Brewer. And it's Ariza in at the small forward. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. Doc Rivers trying to help this Clippers team to the mountaintop. And Chris Paul said, "I've never had a coach that wants to win as bad as I do, until Rivers." Rivers said, "I'm just here to try to win. I always tell our players there's no guarantee to it. You have to be willing to get your hearts broken." Gentlemen.
He's getting him to lay it all on the line. Doris, thank you. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Griffin. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Well, I liked what I saw from Blake Griffin, showing more assertiveness offensively, especially when Chris Paul was missing time with the separated shoulder. Blake averaged over 24 points a game last year. That was a career high.
Barnes, who's checked in for J.J. Redick. Smith checked in for the Rockets. Terry comes in for Corey Brewer. Here's Prigioni. The Clippers getting the bucket. Howard with a screen on Rivers. Prigioni dishes to Howard. And that one's good.
And Griffin showing more and more comfort with his jump shot. Doc Rivers wants him facing up to exploit his ball handling and quickness. And I'll tell you what, when he's making that outside shot, he becomes basically unguardable.
That shot's good from Hawes. Hawes got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Ariza kicks to Prigioni. Smith with a wide open look. Off target with his three. Aim for Griffin last season, over 70%. Clark from the free throw line for the first time in his career.
Love seeing that kind of improvement. It points out how diligently he worked to refine and improve that free throw shoot.
Rivers kicks to Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one is on Ariza.
Matt Barnes really a good glue guy. He rebounds, defends. He's gotten better with his outside shot, and he can really run the lane. And he's always had a toughness and a fearlessness that I think a lot of coaches love.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. And you look at advanced plus-minus measurements. Matt Barnes rates very well.
Not surprised by that, Kevin. He brings so much energy at both ends of the floor. He does a lot of those little intangible things that don't always show up on the stat sheet.
Here's Crawford following the score by Trevor Ariza. Ariza brings the double out to the right wing. Nobody near Barnes. Hits the jumper in space. Barnes has got 8.
And that assist earned him a nod from his teammate after the basket.
Rockets trail by 14. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Ariza outside. The wide open look here for Terry. Drains it from beyond the arc. Terry's got his second basket of the game.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Now here's Rivers. That's good. And the Clippers lead by 13.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yep, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Smith against Griffin. Smith the pass to Terry. Kicks to Prigioni. No good on the 3.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
Crawford's shot is good.
I like the way they've picked it up here offensively in the second.
Well, they've really caught fire. Their shooting percentage is in the high 50s now, so they're rolling.
Rockets trail by 15. Howard with a screen on Rivers. Kicks it out to Terry. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Terry's got 9.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
The Clippers have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. Rivers dishes to Barnes. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. It's Crawford on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Tries from 16, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
They're going to have to tighten up defensively, guys, because they're really giving up way too many open looks.
And it's Terry off the drive. Prigioni for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Third 3 in a row right there.
Adjustment time for the defense, guys.
Clippers leading by 11. Now here's Rivers. He feeds it to Griffin. Puts up the baby hook.
The Rockets, to me, are an emerging